36 male here, 34 female wife. Married 6 years, no kids. The last month has felt off. She started staying late for launches I don't hear about. Her phone keeps pinging, and there's a new perfume I've never seen. I tried to be normal and not snoop. Tonight a meeting got canceled, so I came home an hour early. She was half dressed in our bedroom, ring light on, FaceTime with some guy. The look on her face when she saw me was pure freeze. She hung up and said, "I'm making it weird, that it's a coworker, that I dramatize everything." I didn't react. I knew I'd explode if I stayed a minute longer. So I took my laptop, a backpack, toothbrush and stuff, and left. Got a room at some cheap motel off the highway. She texted a lot. "I'm insecure, I don't listen, I work too much," the usual. I watched bad TV and ate 2 vending machine dinners because I couldn't deal with real food. I'm going back in the morning for work stuff and to talk like adults. I'm posting so I don't gaslight myself later. I already hear my brain trying to say, maybe it's fine. My stomach says it's not. I'll update. Update 1. Update. I drove back around 9 a.m. to grab my work laptop and a box of files. 2 police cars in front of the house. I figured neighbor trouble. Nope. They were there for me. One officer asked my name, then had me turn around. Cuffs on my lawn. My wife called overnight and reported me for DV. I spent that night at a motel and had the receipt in my pocket. I asked for a lawyer and shut my mouth. If anyone needs to hear this, say, "I want a lawyer," then stop talking. I got processed, posted bail I can't afford, and walked out with an emergency protective order saying I can't go home or contact her. Now I'm on a friend's couch with a grocery bag of motel laundry and a phone that's at 40%. I told my boss it's a family emergency and I'd work remote. He said okay, but paused long enough that I felt it. I have never put hands on her. I'm embarrassed and scared and angry that I want to just hurt her. I don't know how to explain this to my parents without them worrying themselves sick. Lawyer search starts now. I'll update when I find one. Update 2. Found a lawyer finally. He told me to start collecting evidence ASAP. Phone records, bank statements, location history, anything with a timestamp. A buddy reminded me we kept an old iPad in the living room as a Netflix remote. It used to be on our Apple ID. We charged it and let it sync. There's a long thread with the guy. Not just flirting, literal planning. Say you're terrified to go home. They act on that. If he shows up in the morning, call again so they catch him. Use these words. The timestamps match the 911 call almost to the minute. They joked about me freaking out and looking unhinged. I sat on my buddy's carpet reading it while my lawyer's paralegal printed and highlighted all over it. We filed to vacate the order and sent the log to the DA. I felt sick, then tired, then nothing. It's one thing to cheat. It's something else to build a script to kick someone out of his own house. I'm staying quiet, doing exactly what the lawyer says, and trying to keep my job. I'll update after court. Update 3. It's been some time. People think a smoking gun fixes everything. It didn't. The first case slowed down, but she filed new complaints in another jurisdiction. I got popped for violations of orders I didn't have yet, or that were already vacated. She used random app numbers and said I was harassing her. 2 more arrests over 2 months. Later dismissed or no billed, but each one wrecked a week of work and my blood pressure. I became a walking spreadsheet. About $7,000 between lawyer, bail, and lost hours. I stopped seeing friends. I didn't date. I slept weird hours and could fall out cold under fluorescent light, which is a skill I never wanted. A district judge finally consolidated the mess, sat down with the binders, read the chat log, matched times to calls, and flipped it. Permanent no contact with her as the restrained party. I walked to my car, put my head on the steering wheel, and just breathed. Not happy, not sad, just some kind of blank that felt better than panic. Divorce next. I'll cry in relief when it's done. Update 4. Here's a brief version of what happened next. Once the criminal stuff calmed, the divorce moved. No kids made it simpler. The house sold. I had to give her a share, though she put nothing into it. I changed every password, closed every joint account, and canceled anything with both our names. I bought a boring used hatchback BC I didn't want to bother with high car payments on top of everything. I went to therapy even though I hate talking about feelings. I went to the gym at off hours so I wouldn't see anyone. I ate the same simple meals for months because I was emotionally fatigued. The structure helped. My boss let me keep my head down and just be the guy who ships on time. I didn't try to heal. I tried to be boring. Turns out boring is good. The noise faded. I started sleeping through the night without waking up to phantom door knocks. I thought that was the end. I was where I was wrong. Today an old email account pinged. One I forgot to close. It was her. I didn't reply, but I read it because I'm human and curiosity still wins sometimes. Her version of the last 4 years. She went to rehab apparently because one of the men she was messing around with got her hooked on bad stuff. She married a guy she met there. They had a baby. They both relapsed and CPS removed the baby and was adopted out. Her mom sold her house and left. The new husband beat her badly. She was hospitalized. She can't keep steady work because of relapses. She's homeless. The email said I deserve the truth. I set a filter so anything from her goes to a dead folder. I don't feel vengeful or satisfied. I don't feel anything useful. It doesn't change what happened to me. But karma always comes full circle. Edit. Every time I post, I get DMs asking about the guy. All I've heard from mutuals is he married the other woman he was seeing. That's the whole update. I don't look him up. Different dumpster, different fire. I'm done. Final update. For the past 6 years, I've posted here constantly, and this community has helped me rebuild myself more than anything else. Today, I'm posting about another milestone in my life. I met someone after the dust settled. We were friends a while before anything else. She's patient, kind, and treats me nicely. She pays her half without making it a thing. We talk about bills and chores and dumb TV and who's picking up paper towels on the way home. When there's a problem, we put it on the table and fix it. No going behind each other to text members of opposite gender. We're getting married soon. I go to work, I come home, we make simple dinners, we watch something mediocre and laugh, we go to bed. Weekends are groceries, laundry, and a walk if the weather is decent. It's quiet. I wanted quiet. I got it. This is my last post before the wedding. If you're where I was on that motel bed, hire a real lawyer, stop explaining, write everything down, keep your world small, and let time do the heavy work. There isn't a shortcut I found. There was just steady, boring, repeatable stuff until life felt normal again. I hope you get there.